Well, the Nataka in Karnataka not only refuses to end, but is now down to literal fist fights. After an ugly brawl at the Eagleton resort on the outskirts of Bengaluru, Congress MLA Ganesh has admitted to punching and injuring his co-MLA from the Congress, Anand Singh, also of the Congress party. This was a brawl that broke out at the Eagleton resort, where all of the Congress MLAs had been huddled and herded in the midst of a huge poaching row between the Congress and the BJP in Karnataka before the 2019 elections. Ganesh has admitted to the fist fight at this resort and is ready for a compromise, that is to apologize. Ganesh, who allegedly smashed a bottle on this man's head, Congress MLA Anand Singh's head, has issued an apology while expressing his regrets. The entire poaching drama took an ugly turn on Sunday when the Congress MLAs lodged at the Eagleton resort got into a fist fight with each other. Congress MLA Anand Singh, the man who was injured, was admitted to the Bengaluru Apollo hospital after he got into that fight. India Today has accessed the medical report that says Anand Singh had suffered head, face and chest injuries, and these are the first pictures that India Today has been able to access that show you Anand Singh lying in a hospital bed with those injuries that are recorded in that medical report.
मैं रियली बोल रहे हैं, जो दिखा रहे ना ऐसा क्या भी नहीं हुआ, उसका बॉटल से ये हमारे वो सब भी झूठे हैं। मैं जो बोल रहे ना, बैठ के मैं बीमा नायक और आनंद सिंह तीनों बैठ के बात करने के टाइम कुछ समथिंग ये हुआ, तो वो छोड़ के ये सभी में मारे, वो ये सब जो झूठ
सर ये पर्सनल था या पॉलिटिकल था सर? आपके
क्या भी नहीं सर, ये पर्सनल है, ये मेरा को बहुत बड़ा वैल्यूएशन है। मैं
सर इधर आंख में चोट हुआ है बोल रहे डॉक्टर।
नहीं सर, तुम देखो ऐसे क्या भी नहीं, मेरे को भी बहुत हुआ, मैं नहीं बोल सकते हैं
हुआ सर आपको भी?
नहीं रंदे, मैं क्या बोल रहे हैं उतना तुम जो सोच रहे हैं ना, ऐसे क्या भी नहीं।
माफी मांगेंगे
100%। उसका क्या मन को बहुत दुख हुआ है, तो मैं विथ मेरा फैमिली पूरा मेरा परिवार जाके उसको माफी मांगेंगे।
He is recovering, ma'am.
What are the injuries that he sustained?
No comment. Right now he is recovering. Please let him recover.
After our CLP meeting, and by the time in the midnight when we finished, then all of us, General Secretary, CLP leader, Deputy Chief Minister, and all of us, we went to the hospital and we visited our colleague Shri Anand Singh and we spoke to him also, and we inquired about his health, and we had detailed discussions with him and his family members. And similarly, I wish him speedy recovery.
I want to bring in India Today's Shalini Lobo, who's been on the front line of tracking all the developments regarding what's been happening at the Eagleton resort over the poaching issue that has now brought the spotlight on Anand Singh lying there in his hospital bed. Shalini, these are pretty troubling images. He clearly has, at least one big black eye. It's pretty clear that he's been punched quite severely in the face. Unless that is makeup, there's no reason to believe that is. What happened? Is there any clarity on what this fight was about?
Well, Shiv, the Congress has definitely put off a soap saga for all the viewers in the country. First they take the MLAs, lock them up in the Eagleton resort, keep them there for 3 days. Out of that, their own MLAs are fighting within the resort. Now, what we're hearing is that Anand Singh and Ganesh had some rivalry in terms that Anand Singh had given him some money and had actually put forth all his expenses. But then Ganesh changed sides and was not loyal to him anymore. Showed his loyalty to another legislator, which is what sparked the entire fight between Anand Singh and Ganesh. And there was another person also who helped Ganesh, assault Anand Singh, and that was Bhima Naik. So now you have three people inside the Eagleton hitting each other up. Now the Congress party the next day was in damage control. Yesterday they came out saying, oh, he slipped and fell. This was friendly banter gone wrong. No, there was not one stitch on the body. So trying to say that there was not one stitch on Anand Singh tries to cover up the fact that he's perfectly fine. But today, speaking to doctors, speaking to people at the Apollo hospital, they say he needs another 2 to 3 more days rest. So that shows that it is actually a severe condition. And when India Today accessed that medical legal registry, it says that the assault took place inside Eagleton Resort. He was brought there on 20th of Jan to Apollo Hospital.
Okay.
He was admitted in the hospital around 2 and 3 a.m. in the middle of the night. So you can imagine how late this brawl took place, in how severely he was bought. He came with a black eye, he came with blood clots on his nose and injuries to his head, chest and face.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is, hard. This is far from unserious. This is far from a small tussle. Shalini, continue to stay with me because we're going to keep coming back to you. I also want to bring in Vivek Reddy of the BJP and Aishwarya Mahadev of the Congress. Aishwarya, kicking things off with you, why so much secrecy over this particular issue, especially when it's so serious? I mean, the Congress began by saying he fell down, there was no physical attack, no real injuries, not a stitch on him. So many different versions, but these pictures completely establish that your MLA has been assaulted in a pretty vicious manner.
Shiv, the incident which occurred has taken place in the middle of the night, and in the morning Mr. Anand Singh was in the hospital. There was a lack of clarity on all political leaders' part. However, by the evening yesterday, you realize there was a clarification issued by the CLP leader, Mr. Sidramaya, as well as the General Secretary in charge. We understand there was confusion in the stories also because Mr. Anand Singh initially, as a lot of news outlets reported, did not speak of what had happened. However, on the part of the Congress, we do not condone such actions, rather we condemn any such actions that have occurred. There is a preliminary inquiry that is going on as well, and last night the entire leadership has met Mr. Anand Singh, and I believe that now there is clarity on what has happened. There has indeed been an altercation, and the Congress party is going to take all measures required and assist the law in any way that it can in order to see what recourse is there.
Okay, so that's a comprehensive response. Vivek Reddy, the BJP is constantly trying to draw some kind of a connection between this particular fight, this physical brawl between Anand Singh and Ganesh, and the larger political tension that's happening in Karnataka, which has forced the Congress to herd all its MLAs into the Eagleton resort. They're not there anymore, but what happened a couple of days ago? Are you still saying that? Because Aishwarya says there was an altercation that happened at night. Now there is clarity. If disciplinary action needs to be taken, it will be taken.
Well, it doesn't rest at disciplinary action. What is Aishwarya telling? She seems to be portraying as if nothing has happened. It's a small chicken fight. What really bothers us is, which is quite serious, is smashing of bottles and injuries on the head and the chest. In criminal jurisprudence, this is nothing but an attempt to murder, and it is very serious. And the police have not registered an FIR. There is no investigation. There is maybe an in-house investigation of the Congress. What about setting the law in motion, Aishwarya?
Yeah.
Who has to answer to the law? There has to be a report to the magistrate regarding the incident. Nobody is reporting because you are the party in power. And Shiv, what is more troublesome, this is saddening, is initially the Congress said, the DK Shiv said, Anand Singh has gone for a marriage. And his brother DK Suresh suddenly said,
coming to you, Aishwarya,
after 1 hour, that he has been admitted, hold on, he's been admitted to the hospital due to heart ailment, due to heart, because of his heart trouble. So there was an attempt. What do you gather from this? There was an attempt to mislead and to divert.
Okay.
So the real question is, Shiv, still, what has really happened there? What has really happened? Why is the Congress trying to suppress this?
Okay.
Why are they trying to
the allegation?
Okay,
so the allegation,
now,
Aishwarya,
is the most serious issue.
I'll come to you. I'm going to want clarity from you, Vivek, on precisely what you're alleging. But before that, I want to ask Aishwarya once again. Aishwarya, the allegation is that this is a blatant attempt to cover up. The fact that a bottle was smashed on this guy's head means that there was it makes out for an attempt to murder case, or you're lawyers, so you would know better what kind of case it would make out. But even an FIR has not been registered. Isn't that the least that should happen, considering that there are 2 public representatives involved in this ugly incident?
First and foremost, Shiv, if you look at also the medical report that came out, and in the hospital when anybody is coming in of any allegations of any sort of assault, the hospital is bound to basically register it as a medico-legal case, which I believe has already occurred in this situation. Second of all, if an FIR is filed, let me tell you very categorically that the Indian National Congress and the state leadership and Mr. Dinesh Gundura, my party chief here, has already clarified that the Congress is not going to be any hindrance. We're going to allow the due process of law and we're going to continue. And on what Mr. Vivek Reddy has said, let me tell you, it is rank irony for the BJP to speak about this. Let me give you 3 instances.
Okay.
Hartal Halapa was accused of rape. He was given a ticket, is now a sitting MP. Renukacharya was accused of rape. Somebody tried to commit suicide and he's still sitting here. And third of all, you had people watching porn in the assembly. They're still sitting here. Very simply put, we're saying we are taking moral responsibility for a wrong that has occurred, irrespective of whether it was a personal fight or a professional one. And the Indian National Congress follows the process of law, where the BJP shouldn't be hypocrites when they point fingers at us. Sir, your house has not been in order until you had, even when you had Mr. Yatnal and Somana fighting and abusing each other. And all those instances have happened. You have not been a responsible political party, so don't come point fingers at us.
So
we understand there has been a wrongdoing. We're taking responsibility for it. And I believe you have no sort of locus to even comment about this. Shiv, this issue is going to be resolved. We are going to have an inquiry. If there is any wrongdoing, it does not matter who the individual is, whether he's an elected representative or the chief
between
minister,
the BJP and the Congress can go on, but it is a legitimate question about why an FIR hasn't been registered. Why shouldn't this be a police investigation rather than an internal Congress inquiry?
The internal Congress inquiry is occurring, and if the FIR, you do realize the jurisdiction now is being determined, and if an FIR is filed, sir, I believe the Home Minister himself has also clarified to local media that there is no apprehension about any or threat on anybody to file an FIR. Look at the top of the report that you're displaying right now. You will see that there's some sort of legal ramification already attached to the police, to the medical report that has been made out. So we believe due course is going to take, is in due course that you're going to see legal action being taken. An FIR will be filed, sir, if and when it has to be. But the Congress party on its part is going to aid the investigation, and we're not going to be any sort of hindrance. And internally, we have a responsibility to keep our MLAs in tow. And we are going to basically ensure there is order in our house.
What precisely are you alleging, Vivek? Vivek, what precisely are you alleging? Don't beat around the bush. Tell me what you are alleging. Are you saying there's some conspiracy? Are you saying someone is trying to bump off Anand Singh? What are you saying? Tell me clearly what your allegation is.
Shiv, let me just commence from where Aishwarya left. First of all, Shiv, Aishwarya says that the jurisdiction is still to be determined. I mean, what sort of evasive answer is this?
No, that's evasive. I agree.
Eagleton Resort's jurisdiction still be determined? I mean, Aishwarya is a lawyer. It is an FIR.
No, that's a lame excuse. That's fine. But let's move on forward.
If it gets filed, it will get filed. It's not like we're covering it up.
Jurisdiction is not an excuse. Sorry.
You find. What do you mean if it gets filed, it will get filed? Who are you to say? I don't have a right to say. You don't have a right to say. The police will have to lodge an FIR.
Why don't you go
That's how
lodge a
the
complaint?
rule of law moves in this country.
Please, if you're such a moral,
does it take 24 hours?
citizen
Does
and
it
you're
take
so
24 hours?
affronted by this
It is your government.
go file it.
To the whole world you have shown. You have shown
Vivek,
to the
nobody's
whole
stopping
world
you. We will not
that
stop
a man,
you. Go
you have
file
shown
it.
to the
You're
whole
a lawyer
world
in the High Court
that
of
a man is brutally
Go and
assaulted.
file it.
And your
We've
government
seen
can't
this
see
instance.
it.
Go do it.
Your government can't see it. That means
Shiv, I think you should give Vivek some leave so he can go file this.
Your government
go to police station.
Take my question now.
Go right now. If you're so angry
your
about
government
this,
is dumb.
We've discussed
Admit that your government can't see.
We've discussed the issue of the FIR.
our government can see.
Please,
Our government
please
is
admit
seeing
that your government
everything,
one second,
including
one
your
second.
Don't give
attempt to
such
topple
evasive
my
answers.
government.
This is
Vivek,
absolutely evasive.
Vivek, take
go
my
file
question.
an FIR, Vivek.
Don't slip out.
Aishwarya,
Don't
one
slip
second.
out.
Let me just ask a question. Let me just
Shiv,
jump in here and ask a question.
I hope you tell the co-panelists
We've got
to
the issue.
talk after I finish.
Yes.
I had the decency to hold on.
Okay.
She should have the decency
Aishwarya,
to
hold your
on.
peace. I'll come back to you.
Let her talk after I finish.
Yes, but Vivek, answer my
Whatever
question. The
she's
question
saying.
I'm asking you, which is clearly tell me
Please,
what
yes.
you are alleging.
Now the
What is the
issue is-
conspiracy you are alleging?
No. We are very clear that the Congress party within the Eagleton Resort, the Congress party or the legislators, they have had a big fight. And they are trying to sweep it under the carpet and bury it. That is why they are not lodging the FIR. They don't want this to come out in public. This is washing dirt in public linen. And the Congress does not want it. We really don't know what is the reason why they have to bury it. That is why we are asking, what happened really?
Okay.
Please come out. Why did you first say it was just a heart problem?
Okay.
Why did others say that no, why were they evasive? There is something to hide.
Okay.
And when it is legislators, when the legislators in this country are being assaulted, there is a right for the public to know.
No, that I
Is this
agree
part
with.
of Congress culture?
I agree,
When you
I
have
agree.
an incident and you want to bury it, first of all, the incident is shameful. Shiv, the incident is shameful. People in this country watch legislators as lawmakers and they fight amongst themselves and brutally assault themselves.
Aishwarya,
this is shameful.
Aishwarya,
First of
when
all.
the public
Second,
sees this
the
picture
Congress
of
is adding
Anand
to
Singh,
that shame.
you know,
Congress is adding to that shame.
okay, let me
by burying
ask
it.
Aishwarya a question. Let me ask Aishwarya a question, which is, Aishwarya, when the public sees these pictures of Anand Singh, they are going to be reminded. They're going to be reminded that the Congress first said heart condition, this, that, and the other, made all sorts of excuses initially, which you said. I accept your answer. You said there was a lack of clarity. The BJP says it's not a lack of clarity. It's a massive cover-up operation at play, because there is a direct connection between this midnight fisticuff and the larger disunity within the Congress concerning the political tensions in the state. You can respond to that question now.
First,
Shiv, and Shiv,
see,
why are
the
they
thing,
saying
Shiv,
we
you
don't have
realize...
clarity?
Let her answer.
Why are they saying that?
Okay, let Aishwarya
They are
answer.
exposed.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll ask.
Vivek obviously, no, Shiv, yeah.
Yeah.
Vivek obviously came prepared to have me tell him that no, everything is all right. No, Shiv, the situation was this. Yesterday in the morning, there was lack of clarity. By afternoon, when you had a cabinet, Mr. Zamir Ahmad also clarified. The CLP meeting also occurred. The entire leadership came to Apollo Hospital, met Mr. Anand Singh and extended all forms of support and also condemned the action that has occurred. And I believe that the lack of clarity was, you basically had, let's say, clarity on the situation by afternoon and evening yesterday. And yes, we understand the perception that this puts out, but the one thing I want to remind everybody watching the show is that what was the reason for our MLAs to even go to Eagleton? The fact of the matter is, the BJP may have come back from their Moj Masti in Manesar, but their attempts at toppling our government have not stopped. In the 2-3 days that the MLAs have been staying in Eagleton, we have enough and more proof
But
of
we're
more
talking
BJP
about
people
the fisticuffs
attempting
right
to
now.
call,
Why did
coerce,
we go to the resort?
and
Because
basically
you wanted
through
to pull our
inducement.
legislators.
You didn't come to the resort, sir. You won't even be allowed inside. But the very simple thing is that they are still attempting through calls and other means to induce MLAs.
No, but
MLAs
you're
are in a
trying to
huge
put
stress
this on the
situation. It
BJP,
is not an
Aishwarya.
excuse whatsoever for what has happened.
The
At
fist
the end
fight,
of it, this
the
brawl,
fist
this
fight
altercation
takes the
has occurred.
unpleasantness
The
to the
Congress
next
party
level.
is
What
going to have an
happened there?
investigation, and
Don't
we are.
avoid-
You know, I just want to say,
And
no,
we
I
are
want to
going to
say,
take action.
Aishwarya,
Don't be a hypocrite,
but you're
Vivek.
putting
Your
this
party, by
fisticuffs
that
on the
logic, half
BJP
of
as
you
well.
belong in jail.
Are you honestly trying to divert the issue of the
Don't
fisticuffs
use those
and make
words.
that the
Don't
BJP's
use those
issue?
words.
I am simply
Don't use
asking,
those words.
you know,
Don't be
whether
evasive. Don't
poaching,
slip out of it.
whether poaching attempts are happening from both sides. As a journalist who has seen Karnataka, I am pretty sure that attempts must be happening from both sides. Let me go ahead and say this. But I am trying to say, Aishwarya, what I'm saying is, are you
Correct.
honestly going to sit there and say that two Congress MLAs bashing each other up has something to do with the BJP?
No, it's absolutely unacceptable what has happened, and you realize all of them there's a lot of agitation also. The MLAs are coming back today, but the past 3 days of CLP meetings have been high stress situation because the BJP is still going on with its onslaught against democracy. They've taken a sledgehammer to what democracy is in Karnataka. I make no excuses for the behavior of people who are involved in
which
this.
is a
At no
slightly
point do I
separate
condone
topic to
their
what we're
behavior.
discussing here. We've debated
However,
that as well.
it is
Attempt to murder.
extremely unfortunate that it has happened.
Okay, Vivek,
I
what are
am
you saying?
telling you,
Attempt to
Shiv,
murder?
as a spokesperson of a responsible national party, we are going to take action after our inquiry. If a police
but
case
Aishwarya,
does come up, we will extend all support
the point
to it,
is,
because
I
a wrong
suspect,
is a wrong in the eyes of law and in
suspect
the eyes
it's
of
not
the
just the
Congress.
BJP. I suspect that it's
think,
not just the
to
BJP. I know,
paraphrase it,
Aishwarya, I know the Congress
Shiv,
doesn't
I
care
think-
what the BJP
I think,
thinks,
Shiv-
but I suspect that even in public perception, it's going to be a little inappropriate that an FIR is not lodged. It's going to seem like the Congress is fumbling with excuses to try and subdue any kind of voices surrounding this issue. What are you saying? You're saying, Vivek, attempt to murder. What are you saying?
Correct. Just now Aishwarya paraphrased it and saying as a spokesman of a responsible national party. I think a responsible national party will not act so irresponsibly. First of all, this FIR, non-lodging of FIR, points to a greater conspiracy. The greater conspiracy is something which has to be investigated. The issue is this: they have not lodged the FIR because they will be exposed in public. There are obviously other reasons. The whole thing is being buried. And Aishwarya cannot say, please, for heaven's
Conspiracy
sake,
theorist
when you
Vivek.
hit a man with a bottle on the head, on the chest, attack his vital organs.
I
You
don't know how
cannot
the
say
BJP
that you
knows
will
so
not
well.
lodge
I
an
have no
FIR.
idea
You
what
are a
he's been hit
government.
with.
You have
There
to
are various
report,
reports.
you have
Clearly
to
the
report
BJP
a
knows.
crime to the magistrate.
Or they're making up
It does not,
fantastical
it does not
stories.
rest. It does not rest on your will.
Vivek,
Don't
can
talk
you
in
go
between.
file a
I
private
request
complaint?
you, don't talk in between.
Vivek, I urge you
it does
as the
not rest
responsible
on your
Aishwarya, I'll come to you after he
person,
finishes.
if
That
you are
does not
so
rest. Why should we?
angry about this
Then the government
situation,
is
go
dead.
file a private
Are you
complaint
accepting the government is
upon
dead?
which the criminal
government
justice
is
system
dead.
will take cognizance.
This government is, I think you believe that this government is dead. It does not have a right to exist. It should go.
Absolutely not. The fact
Because
that
it
we've
can't
kept you
lodge
out
an
shows me
FIR,
this
a
government
simple
is well
FIR.
and alive.
That's the sad thing. It is the most shameful. It is the most shameful that you justify it.
I just want to know-
You can't justify
okay.
such a position, Aishwarya.
Okay.
You are a lawyer. You have to say an FIR has to be lodged.
There's no defense for
I'm
not
not
filing
saying
an
no,
FIR.
I'm just saying it hasn't
Aishwarya.
been done
That's what the
until now.
BJP
However,
says.
when it is filed, we will support it. Vivek, if you are so concerned, and I'm telling you when an FIR is going to be filed, we're going to support it. We have no problems with that. But if you are such a responsible citizen and an upstanding citizen of the state, and you are a lawyer
When is
also
it
in the
going
High
to be
Court, right?
filed?
Why don't you go
You
file
are
a
the
private
spokesperson.
complaint
Please
upon
answer.
which they'll take
It
cognizance
seems
and file
strange.
an FIR?
It
Vivek,
seems
do it.
very strange.
I am
to
not
most
the
of us.
criminal
Why
justice
should you
system.
do
I
it?
am
Why
not
should
the
a-
Home Minister.
why should a citizen do it? You are the
Unfortunately,
government.
I am waiting to understand
You
the
are the government.
circumstances in the
You have to file
situation.
it.
The medical report was
We can
accessed
do
only
it.
by
We can
this
do 101
noon.
things. But you must do it.
Aishwarya, I'm
Yeah,
reading
yeah,
out from the
you're
medical
government.
report.
That's the 101 things you're doing,
Our
Vivek.
job is to make you do it.
Aishwarya.
Our job is not to go to court.
You are the
Aishwarya,
most
the
irresponsible
opposition is
opposition
here.
in the
I make
planet.
you do it.
I'm
We are
sorry,
so
but I
sick
have
you're
to.
sitting
I
in
have to take a
Manisar.
side
You
here.
don't have to advise us to go to court.
Aishwarya, simple question. Simple
You
question.
don't have to advise us
Isn't
to go
it
to
the
the court.
government's
Yeah.
responsibility?
What did you do?
I'm simply saying, even from the
You buried
government's
it.
responsibility or the Congress party's responsibility, this whole suggestion that an internal inquiry is sufficient and uske baad we'll see what happens seems to be very, very, it doesn't seem inappropriate. This man is lying in a hospital bed, Aishwarya. He's your man. He's got a black eye. I'm reading out from the medical report that says chest and head injuries and abrasions. Surely that is not a serious tussle. That is a serious act of violence that requires a third-party investigation. How can it be investigated
Vital
by the
organs.
Congress party, which has a hand
Okay, can
in
I-
some of these
yeah.
details not coming
Okay.
out?
No. Shiv,
Yes.
Shiv, to put it very clearly and point blank, we do not control the criminal justice system. We are a political party in a coalition. The government has different branches, and obviously the police and the department come under the Home Ministry, and the Home Minister is going to ask for sufficient legal recourse as and when. However, I speak as a representative of the Indian National Congress in Karnataka also at this point, and we are saying on our part there will be an internal inquiry committee to see what action
What's
we can
the
take
point?
as a political party against our elected representative.
But he should
However,
face
this
legal
does not
justice.
preclude the government from
What's
taking
the point?
action collectively and for
You
the
will
criminal
absolve
justice
yourself.
system to take its recourse. There are going to be two legs of action. We are going to have one part of it. The others, the courts and the police are going to have
But that
recourse
hasn't
to that.
begun, which is the point. The point is that there has been no police action. It doesn't seem like this is going to go to court, and
Sure.
this it happens to
medical
be
report
a
was
pretty
submitted
serious
from-
action. I mean, it seems like there is enough on the table right now for a police case to be registered.
Sure.
20 seconds left, Vivek,
Shiv,
to
I
you.
can
20
assure
seconds.
you that if there is enough for a police case, there will be a police
Correct.
case.
Okay,
Very
okay,
simply.
okay.
We
Correct.
are not
Correct.
The
covering
point
up
is we
anything.
haven't seen it yet, which is what is
About-
making people wonder.
about
Vivek,
a
20
week
seconds,
ago.
last point.
Hopefully by today you will
Shiv,
see it.
about
Shiv,
a
if
week
at all.
ago.
Okay, that's good.
Yes,
Aishwarya says by
yes,
today you
Shiv,
might have an FIR.
Shiv,
Great.
about a week ago, Shiv,
Yeah.
correct, Shiv, I'll tell you, this is the Congress declaring themselves as acquitted. They want to wash their hands off this incident.
Okay, okay.
That is why they themselves will say that there is nothing here to be lodged.
Okay.
They are taking this internal inquiry there. About a week ago,
I
You know,
want
he
to-
came
minister's
prepared
PA
for
was
another
found with
debate
27
and now
Okay.
he's
I
just
just
talking
want to
about
leave
me
this-
against me and
and
makes
they said
no
nothing,
sense.
nothing is wrong.
The political
Nothing is
political
wrong.
bickering
So
can
this
go
is
on.
how
The political bickering can go on.
They are disrupting the criminal process.
Okay, I just want to end the show with that one statement from Aishwarya right
They
at the
have
end
become
saying,
a judge
by
unto
this
themselves.
evening you are likely
That's
to
the
see an
sad thing.
FIR. So we're going to keep our eyes open. We're going to see and expect that FIR and police action to be taken and an
Please,
investigation to
please
take place.
have this-
We will
please
hold
have this
Aishwarya to that.
discussion
We'll see
tomorrow.
what happens
It
later
will
this
not be
evening.
long.
Thanks very much, Vivek and Aishwarya, for joining me on this.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you would love to.